Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is end of September, I would say first of October. So still there are plenty of harvest to be done in October. However, the updates for the September's too much of harvest in terms of veggies and leafy veggies and fruit, etc. Especially my raspberries, they were really great in September, and plenty of tomatoes and kale, dudi, bottle gourd, and I have very few ridge gourd, which is berakaya. And the first time ever I harvested my snake gourd, potlakaya, which is 6 feet 4 inches long. It's really great. And I had my third batch of beetroots already, harvest in progress, and plenty of other things happened. So I'm gonna do a quick video for you guys to see what happened in September and how the progress is. Today is a beautiful day. Temperature is around 20 degrees. I'm going to harvest all my CUCAMELONs. You can see there. There are plenty. I would say maybe 500 to 600 CUCAMELONs here and there. So I'm going to harvest all of them. And I already tried tasting them. They taste like watermelon. Finally, I'm going to harvest my snake gourd, which is 6 feet long now. It's nearly touching the ground. The reason for harvesting this is I want to give energy to the other fruits. They basically on the same stem. Finally, this year I've been successful growing this snake gourd potlakaya plant. This is the second fruit. One I already harvested, and that's the third fruit. Hopefully that will go a little bit lengthier. Same here. And these are my winter salads and lettuces plants. They need to go on the ground this weekend. And my EV gourd dondakaya hasn't shown any sign of fruit or flower yet. And plenty of tomatoes there. You can see the big ones are yet to ripen. And melons I already harvested. This is the state of the greenhouse. And these are the winter onions I sown a month ago, and they'll go in ground by end of October. This is the category of chili called spangles. Look at this, is light purple color and different shape of the chili. Never tried in cookings, but I will be doing this today. Look at the different types of chilies, and some of them are, you can see, is an orange color, and even there. And if I go the other side, they're in red color. These are the spangles, and look at the big ones. I will be harvesting all of these today. These are Hungarian wax chilies. Look at the red, and I think, look at this one. This is a different shaped one, and these are different category. And look at the orange chilies. I really love that color. Look at the chilies, they're different. And peppers, these are all peppers. I just harvested some of them. And aubergines again, another big one there. Aubergines are still coming. There are plenty of fruit, and the big one hiding there, and another one here, and there are white aubergines. I just harvested one of them. You can see that. This is the squash called sweet dumpling. You can see one there. You can see 2, 3, 4 and 5 in there. There's one here. I don't think that will make it. And that's the one called butternut squash. This one is called potato squash. I mentioned many times in my videos, and this is ready to be harvested. This is called butternut squash bush variety. That means it only grows this is ornamental squash, and there's one there. The one there is autumn crown. There are few fruits. I don't know whether they're going to make it this year. And this is the oka. All these are looking really nice. I haven't tried so far. This is the first year I'm growing, and hopefully I'll get good harvest. Look at this. This is butternut squash. I didn't plant the plant. It was grown from last year's, somewhere it was there, and then it's going to occupy the whole bed, and looking really nice. There are few fruit as well. I don't know whether they're going to make it or not, but there are some good fruit. I think maybe 10-15 fruit in it. These are my carrot seeds for the collection, and I harvested most of the carrots in a pot. You can see I started harvesting slowly, and they look really nice. These are the borlotto beans, and when it goes like that, that's the time I harvest and peel the skin off and take the seeds inside and store it. This is Indian gongura, especially South Indian gongura plant, and there's one so healthy. These are my basil sprouts ready to be harvested. There's one, plenty of them. And the kohlrabi ready to be harvested as well. All the climbing beans, they're still producing the beans, and graph beans still producing the beans. And this is the third batch of the beans. They just started forming the fruit, and I see the methi or fenugreek in between. More row I harvested on the left side. I put another row literally 2 inches away from the previous one. It's all methi coming up, and these are my spring onions, all looking good. This is my fig plant. I took it from Dr. Vinay, thanks to Vinay, and after a few months, look at the number of fruit. There are 3 there, and there's 1 forming, and another 4 here, like 8, and there's a small tiny one forming. 9 fig fruit forming. After I took this end of June, and July, August, September, 3 months, and also the new stems coming off it. Looks like it really liked the compost mix I put in a big pot. This is a 35-liter pot with the handle, so that I can move anywhere I want. And hopefully, I don't know whether this year they'll become fruit to eat or not, but at least I'm expecting few definitely next year. This was the bed where I planted the sweet corns, and it's all been removed. And I'm going to plant field beans, which is considered as a green manure, into this. And look at this. This is the bed where I had my beetroots and spring onions earlier. Now there's all with lettuces, and they're all giving me so many leaves on and off, and these leaves are eaten by my chickens. My kale bed, I removed all my fennel. There's one plant I just let it, so it's holding the height for the kale, and it's beautiful. Still plenty of flowers, marigold, I don't know the name, and dahlias. Look at the beautiful flower, seriously nice, and to complement each other here. And my beautiful marigold, and some of them are gone. And then look at this beautiful plant. Oh my goodness, I love it. Look at this, and these as well, and all this flowers. Some of them are going to come back next year. They are dying back slowly. Flowers and courgette bed, still producing a lot of courgettes, so let it grow them as long as they produce, and then I remove at the end. You can still see there. And these are the flowers again, and this one is called golden purslane. I harvested twice and come back. There were beetroots there after my potatoes, They've all been harvested, and that's the ash gourd. It's growing healthy, but no fruit yet. I don't think it's going to make it. I'm going to remove them in 2 weeks time. And if you see here, there's a beans plant. There's one beans plant, another beans plant, another beans plant, plenty of beans. This is the bed where I had my first early potatoes. And look at this spinach. I harvested the methi on the left side and 3 different varieties of spinaches, and there are 2 rows of coriander. Last batch of the beetroots for this year, the huge quantity, I could say around 150, maybe more, out of this bed. I do multi-sowing and multi-growing beetroots, and I harvested few day before yesterday for the friends, and rest of them needs to be harvested. Strawberry bed, I planted one coriander, I harvested, and it gave me second batch of the strawberries this year, maybe around 30-40. That's really good. And in the middle again beans there and golden purslane. And beans I've been harvesting very regularly last 2 months. And this is my celeriac, really nice. And this is my again a lettuce bed and my grape plant, going almost 3.5 feet. That's very good. Raspberries, I had a very good harvest this year, plenty of them, and still coming. I don't think they'll come anymore. I think maybe in a week or 2. And the blackberry, I had very good harvest, super harvest, I would say. It's all good. This is the KARELA plant, kakarkaya plant. I can see big one there, and there's one more here, there's one more there, and there's one coming up there, and I saw one there, around 8 or 9, sorry, 10, count it. So it's looking good, and I didn't know how it survived. And it's and this banana plant, after dying the middle stem, the rest of the pups are coming up, and lots of tomatoes still yet to ripen, and some of them are in the ripening stage. And these are the tomato plants I started in August. These are for the December. I want the green tomatoes in December. This is my cucumber plant. It badly needed something, I think water. Look at the size of the cucumber. I'm going to harvest that in the afternoon. This is my cold frame for winter. And lettuces, basil. I don't know whether basil will survive or not. Look at the spring onions, they are really thriving. I'm happy at least a few things are sorted for the winter. This is my bottle gourd, long and round variety, creeper. I had around 30 harvests so far, maybe more. I need to do the count. Still there are plenty to harvest. And yeah, there it is. One I'll be harvesting today, and there's one more there that I need to wait. I think that one needs to be harvested. Now you can see the bottle gourd. There is one there hiding, there's one here. That one I didn't know actually, that's hiding, and the other side there was one. So 3 I will be harvesting today. Now you can see the length of the full to the plant or bottle gourd plant. These are my salads, winter salads. I can harvest them till end of November, and they're looking good. I think this celery is overgrowing. I don't know how to cook it, or I need to find out, and or I remove the plant. And look at the tomatoes. There are plenty of small ones. I don't think small ones are going to, the big ones are ripening. Every day I harvest at least a minimum half a dozen, and daily cooking is happening with those. And the leeks are looking really nice in the middle. These are the winter leeks, and these are the KALETS. I need to sort out this third plant. I need to put some support. Other 2 are okay. And if you go further down here, I harvested few cabbages a couple of days back for the friends, and I need to harvest these cabbages, and there as well there are 12 cabbages I need to harvest.